town, coached by Tom Landry. And Roger Staubach, sore kneed, will lead them. Phil Simms, the rookie. And Ray Perkins, the Giant coach. The Giants, owners at the moment of the longest winning streak in professional football. This is Giant Stadium, East Rutherford, New Jersey, and it is packed. In fact, they say this is the toughest ticket to come by in a long, long time. Good afternoon. I'm Pat Summerall with Tom Brookshire, and the atmosphere here is like I can't remember it.
Well, the special players for the Giants came out and received a thundering ovation. They looked around like maybe a cardinal or somebody from the church had come through, but it was a great ovation, and it's a turned-on stadium. I agree with you.
And all the Giant people who've won 4 straight, as we mentioned, will tell you, and they have already. We'll find out what we are really like today.
Well, Simms has only 2 interceptions in his last 92 attempts. He's going to see a very sophisticated defense. If the Giants are going to do the job against Dallas, they've got to score early, and they've got to do well on first down, which is a pretty hard thing to do.
Dallas comes off a very severe physical beating last week by Pittsburgh. I wonder how they're going to react.
Well, the defense played pretty well. You hold the Steelers to 14 points. I do think that offensively they have to kick the traces and get at it and give Roger perhaps a better first and second down himself. He was third down and long a lot against Pittsburgh.
And they have to get a lot more out of that fullback position. Dallas has won the toss. Let's get down there. You ready?
I'm really ready today.
The officials today, the referee is Jerry Markbright. And you can see the rest of his crew.
I hope they're ready. It's going to be a tough game to officiate with all these fast players.
I ran into him in the tunnel downstairs, and there were no smiles. They are ready.
They get their game face on Friday.
Phil Simms loosening up on the far side of the field. A perfect day. Boy, you couldn't ask for a better day for football. You couldn't ask for a more enthusiastic crowd. Ron Springs and Steve Wilson back deep for Dallas, and Joe Danilo will kick off for the Giants.
And Springs is really dangerous, the young rookie from Ohio State for Dallas.
And so is Wilson. The Giants do a couple of funny things on the opening kickoff, putting some extra people on the left-hand side, where Springs will start to operate. Oh, he is hit down quickly.
Ray Oldham.
Otis McKinney. As soon as he fielded. Now the high-powered Dallas offense will operate.
And we'll see how perhaps solid the team is. Donovan, Scott, Fitzgerald, Rafferty, Cooper, as you say, the IRO line, right? How hurt is Roger Staubach? We'll find out how badly his knee is really strained.
The rest of his supporting cast, Tony Dorsett, Robert Newhouse, the running backs, Tony Hill, and Drew Pearson wide, and Billy Joe Dupree. They start off with a double tight end offense. Jay Salvey, number 87, now shifts into the backfield and goes in motion. First and 10. Dorsett cuts up the middle for 4 or 5. Ray Oldham made the tackle.
And of course the Giants are in that 34 defense and getting more aggressive each week from it. Martin, Mendenhall, Jeter. Martin a little bit against the pass, but not so tough against the run.
Brad Van Pelt, Dan Lloyd, Harry Carson, and Brian Kelly. And that is Brad Van Pelt and the protection, the flak jacket that he is wearing today for those injured ribs.
Bad ribs suffered against the Los Angeles Rams in the secondary. And those linebackers came up with 4 interceptions against the Rams a week ago. They're playing very well.
2nd and 5. Dallas operates from their own 23. Staubach runs a draw play to Scott Laidlaw. He is near a first down. Perhaps he has it. Stopped by Dan Lloyd, who's got a chance to play since they went to that 3-4 alignment.
A lot of people think that the Cowboys have to run the fullback more or get something out of him, or Dorsett is not allowed for those 100-yard days. Here's that Giant secondary. Jackson and Rhodes, of course, at the corner. Reese and Oldham used to be with the Steelers before this year. He's a good little player at safety.
Laidlaw got the first down on that draw play, so it's 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the Dallas 29. No score, opening second to Giant Stadium. Newhouse back alongside Dorsett in the backfield, and Salvey again comes in motion. Inside handoff, Dorsett, no gain. Dan Lloyd again on the tackle.
Looked like Mendenhall might have slid under, too. Let's take a look at it. You're from behind the Dallas offense. Fitzgerald gets good position on Mendenhall, but like the bouncing ball, he slipped right around the block and still made the play. And his back apparently is feeling much better. They said that Perkins said, "We need you. Get well, big fella." And since that time, he's played very well.
1-yard loss for Dorsett as Staubach brings him out in a hurry. It'll be a tough day for John Fitzgerald, with Mendenhall lined up in front of him all day. The pitch is back to Dorsett. Tony D for 4 or 5. Gary Jeter on the tackle.
All the way from the offside. Again, if you're in the 34, there's young Sims now, making sure he is flat out worn. He had his birthday yesterday. He is 24. He is not a young rookie, nor does he act like it. I've seen him knocked down, and he jumps up and stares down the tackler. He's almost as poised as number 12, but not quite.
It is 3rd and 5. Billy Joe Dupree comes out, so does Dorsett. Woods Johnson goes in along with Ron Springs. Springs playing in the position today where normally it would be Preston Pearson.
3rd down was tough against Pittsburgh because it was 3rd and long.
They had a lot of them. Shotgun formation, and the time is adequate. The pass is complete to Ron Springs. Brad Van Pelt, the closest Giant, but it'll be enough for a Dallas first down.
Boy, and Springs has the softest hands for a guy that's put together like a statue. Number 20 will come to the left of your screen. Roger out of the shotgun. Boy, he has a lot of time. And those soft hands, he puts it away for the first. Let's see what Jay Salty did now. He is in the slot position on the shotgun. Got chucked a couple of times, at least twice, maybe 3 times.
You're not supposed to do that, are you?
If you get away with it, you're supposed to.
First down, Dallas at the 44. Their own. Robert Newhouse takes the handoff and spins around for about 3. John Mendenhall, again, the first Giant to hit him. There's Ray Perkins, the Giant coach.
You know what I saw him do before the game, and I saw him go around to each member of the Giant squad, 45 of them, as they were doing exercises, and look them right in the eye and shake their hand and wish them good luck. And I said, you know, when I played, it was 4 years sometimes, and the coach was still calling me Tiger or Pro or something like that. That's a good feeling, though.
I remember that before the Super Bowl in New Orleans, Red Miller of the Denver Broncos told us that same thing, and he said that was one of the keys to his success, he felt. Here's Staubach out to Dorsett, who heard Mendenhall coming and wisely let the ball get away.
Can you imagine Mendenhall, the nose guard, getting into the flat? Let's see what happens. Right to center, left center of your screen. He hits Fitzgerald, starts to make penetration, and reads it. That is a veteran savvy. Boy, you're right. Dorsett could feel the pitter-pat.
They were trying to set up that quick screen that they execute so well. Ron Springs checks back in. 3rd down, they need 7 from the 47. Staubach back in the shotgun. Right? Long again. Protection is excellent. Staubach is down by Gary Jeter, who tripped him up shy of midfield, and Dallas will have to punt.
Again, it wasn't a big rush. It wasn't a big blitz. 3 men going. They dropped 8 people back, cut off the intermediate zones. Here's Martin now being doubled. Watch the big fellas. He starts out, number 12. Number 7, he just does trip him up. Number 1 draft out of USA. I don't believe he touched him at all. I believe Roger just ran on the sides of his feet.
I think that's correct. Bobby Hammond back deep for the Giants, and Danny White, ever dangerous from punt formation. We saw him pass last week against the Steelers, but this time he will kick. 2nd in the NFC. Chases Hammond back. Hammond comes out of the pocket that it looked like he might be in. A 47-yard punt by Danny White, and the Giants will take over about their own 15-yard line. Dennis Thurman made the tackle. No score at Giant Stadium with 9:47 left to play in the first quarter.
Gentlemen, tonight we're brought together here by 2 things we all love. Good food and light beer from Miller. I want to take this opportunity myself to tell you, I don't get no respect.
Garçon, je dis saignant. Si elle est pas saignante, what is it?
Meatloaf sandwich and a light.
Gentlemen, as we all know and appreciate, light has 1/3 less calories than a regular beer, and it's less filling.
But the best thing is it tastes great.
Less filling. Gentlemen.
Hey, Deacon, pass the roll. Hey, Charlie, that's my beer.
No, this is by your broccoli. This is my broccoli.
That's my beer.
What's wrong with you guys?
Hey, Bubba, you want the peas?
Ooh, hey, you gonna eat all that?
Just showing off.
Gentlemen, in closing, I'd like to think I speak for all of us when I say if it wasn't for light, I wouldn't be where I am today.
Light beer from Miller. Everything you always wanted in a beer, and less.
Let's look at the Giants offense.
Still having some trouble with the pass protection. Benson, Van Horn playing very well at left guard. Clack, J.T. Turner, and Gordon King in there for the second week. Big offensive tackle.
The backs and receivers for the Giants. Phil Simms, the quarterback. Taylor and Coder, the running backs. Johnny Perkins back in motion. Billy Taylor gets the carry. And the whole offensive line with a good charge, stopped by Randy Hughes. 6-yard pickup. Let's look at the Dallas defense.
Again, first down is tough to run against these fellas. Larry Cole, Stalls, White, Harvey Martin. Look for Harvey maybe to have a big pass rushing day.
The linebackers, Guy Brown in place of Tomas Henderson. Bob Brunig in the middle, and D.D. Lewis ever present on the outside. The secondary.
And they haven't intercepted a pass in 2 or 3 weeks, but they hold the percentage completion rate down to about 43%. They're second.
2nd and 4. Billy Taylor bangs outside the 25, and he'll have a first down. Harvey Martin led the tacklers, along with Guy Brown.
Smart move, though. Make everybody play honest on defense. Look to the left of your screen. J.T. Turner really does a good job blocking down on Stalls. To be able to get a first down without throwing the ball early against Dallas is almost as good as scoring early against Dallas.
Brad Benson is starting now at left tackle instead of Gordon King, number 60. Dallas in that flex defense. And again, it's Billy Taylor. Backs cross in the Giant backfield. Again, they get sizable yardage. Randy Hughes has to make another tackle.
Let's take a look at the left side. That's Benson, number 60, trapping from the outside in. The left tackle pulls back through the hole, seals off Brunig. 3 plays in a row, running plays, at the very power of that Dallas defense. This makes you sit back, even if you're Randy White, and say, hey, what's going on?
3 running plays for the Giants, all by Billy.
Go, guy! Go, guy!
Picked up 16 yards. They can maintain that average, things will be fine. Here is Doug Coder. That'll hurt the average. D.D. Lewis tripped him up.
Great play by Larry Cole, helped D.D. Lewis, the end and linebacker who have played on all those great Super Bowl teams for the Dallas Cowboys. They're 2 of the original 5 that have done it. Watch Cole strip it, straighten up the guard who's trying to pull, and then D.D. finishes off. And Harvey Martin was there chasing all the way across the field.
It'll be 3rd and 8 as Bruce Thornton has replaced Larry Cole. And the extra defenders go in for Dallas. Johnny Perkins and Ernest Gray, the wide receivers.
Faking the blitz. Are they faking the blitz, or are they coming with it?
They fake. Simms outside. Complete. Johnny Perkins. Not enough for a first down. First pass attempt for Simms. And 1 completion. Tony Dorsett getting ready to go back in for Dallas.
Roger Staubach may have hurt that injured knee. We noticed Danny White did get warmed up on the sideline, so the next time the Cowboys have the ball, we might see a change of quarterback.
Abe Jennings to Steve Wilson. Wilson straight ahead to about the 38-yard line before Otis McKinney again is involved in the coverage tackle. A 44-yard kick by the number 1 kicker in the NFC, Dave Jennings.
Roger Staubach's coming back.
And Tom Landry looks on. 0-0 score.
I'm Cheryl Teague. I feel at home in front of the camera. But behind the camera, I don't know the difference between a lens opening and a Broadway opening. So I rely on my Olympus OM10. My trusty OM10 gets great shots automatically. My OM10 has this smart little red light that tells me when it's okay to shoot. Oh, it's okay to shoot. Hold it, fellas. With Olympus OM10, great shots automatically.
Introducing the first new truck of the 80s, the new Ford, the long-distance champ. It has the longest range of any truck in America. With a standard 19-gallon tank plus optional tank, you've got a 38-gallon capacity. That gives it an estimated range with optional overdrive of 722 miles based on EPA ratings. The estimated highway is 1,102 miles. More than one-third the length of America on one fill-up. Ford pickups, the longest range of any truck in America.
Sunday, Ann Mira joins Archie Bunker's place as a street-smart cook who can really dish it out.
Don't be stupid.
Sunday.
Dallas out of the huddle and ready on 1st and 10 at their own 38. No score. Cowboys first in offense, the Giants last in offense. You wouldn't know it so far. Dorsett faked one way, went back the other, got a couple, no more. John Mendenhall again on the tackle.
Oh, and to play the 34, you've got to have a nose guard that is like a rat. By that I mean he can straighten up the offensive center, fight pressure, not get finessed, and slide into it. Now watch right in front of number 12. Fitzgerald's battling, but Mendenhall does not give ground and slides right over at the last minute. Tough place to play, but he can do it.
Not many rats can do that. Second down. They need 8 for first. Staubach drops. Dorsett catches, ducks under to about the 45. Fumble.
I think the ball was dead. It hit the ground when Dorsett hit the ground.
That's what the officials say, and they agree with him. Dan Lloyd made the hit. There is Hollywood.
Tomas.
It's a nice coat.
He hurt his back, and now he's got a hamstring pull, and, you know, he's such a great player that when he says he can't go full speed, Landry said, no problem. Guy Brown will do the best job he can in there.
Good thing he's on the shady side of the field. That coat would smother him. 3rd and 3.
Then it's not hunting season.
Maybe it is. Maybe that's how he got it. Staubach again to throw. Looking around, look out behind Roger. Billy Joe Dupree has it. And held on. Billy Joe might be shaken just a bit. And now the officials say it was knocked loose by Beasley Reese and Brad Van Pelt. And Billy Joe could not hang on.
That's 2 weeks in a row now that Billy Joe has had the ball and put it away and didn't have it stolen. Remember in the Pittsburgh game?
Yes.
All right, watch this play. Number 89, and Roger has to do this while he's dancing. Dan Romanson, good throw. I'll tell you, the Giants secondary and linebackers are beginning to like that 34. Van Pelt dug him.
Never did quite get it put away. Bobby Hammond back deep for the Giants, and Danny White into the game for Dallas. There's little Bobby Hammond, who is little in stature, but not in heart. Danny White in a battle with Dave Jennings to see who is the NFC's leader. That's a good kick. Hammond up with the fair catch. Simmons drops it. And they're still chasing it. Giants got it.
I think that the Giants' own player, I believe Beasley Reese, got tangled up with the returner. And I'll tell you, everybody that goes back and tries to help the punt return man has got to find out where the ball is. You can see Reese sort of hit his foot, lost the concentration.
Otis McKinney struggling to come up with the football, and he finally does make the recovery. So there is still no score at Giant Stadium with 5:08 left first period.
Why have over 1 million people Midas-sized their brakes? Was it because they know Midas has brake mechanics that are specially trained? Was it because they know Midas has the right brake parts in stock? Or was it because they know Midas has over 20 years' experience under the car? Well, whatever the reason, it certainly was no accident. It pays to Midas-size your brakes.
After all these years, I still like working out. But what I really like is the beer that's waiting for me when it's over. And if you work out the way we do, there better be a lot of beer waiting. That's why we drink light beer from Miller. Light has 1/3 less calories than regular beer, and it's less filling, and it tastes great. Take it from a guy who works out a lot. Could really use one right now.
Here you go, Bruce.
Light beer from Miller. Everything you always wanted in a beer, and less.
That's Mickelmeyer's 39-yard field goal for Chuck Knox's team in the first. And Jaworski to Carmichael for a touchdown pass. They missed the extra point against Cleveland.
And Phil Simms with good protection fires down the middle for Ernest Gray and got it. First down, Giants. Out to almost the 35, Aaron Kyle. Good throw. 21-yard pickup.
And it's a second pass. This one across the middle. The story on Ernest Gray, the young man from Memphis State, is that he had great speed, but he might not catch it. And now the reports have all changed. They say he has soft hands, and after he catches it, he's a lot like Tony Hill, which is quite an endorsement. Well, he's some kind of a young receiver.
Draft choices number 1 and 2 in that combination. There's Billy Taylor at the line of scrimmage, met by D.D. Lewis. This telecast is presented by authority of the National Football League. It's intended for the private use of our audience. Any rebroadcast or other use of this telecast without the express written consent of the New York Giants and the National Football League is prohibited.
The Cowboy defense now has 26 sacks and 1 million hurry-ups. So don't ever feel sorry for Harvey Martin, Randy White, Larry Cole, and Stalls. And they're a good bunch.
Harvey, the captain of that group. 2nd and 9. Simms goes back. Fires to the outside, intended for Gary Shirk, covered by Guy Brown. He was the nearest. Guy Brown, one of those good athletes on that Dallas roster that didn't get too much of a chance to play, but now he is.
Benson, number 60, working against Harvey Martin. Harvey's an outside rusher that now has picked up the inside move. Benson this time keeps enough cloth in his hands to retard the big defensive end.
3rd and 9, and look out for this one. Dallas on the other 3rd down situation faked the blitz and didn't. Let's see what they do this time. They do. Giants pick it up. Picked off by Cliff Harris. To the 30, down inside the 30. Dallas will have good field position from there. Billy Taylor made the tackle, but Cliff Harris got the rebound.
I talked to Cliff before the game, and I said, what do you think about Simms? He said he's a lot like Bradshaw, but he's young. This time, the young man from Morehead State throws it into traffic. There are at least 3 people now that are looking for this play. It's Spike. Harris gets a little help from Aaron Kyle on the outside, and 43's did a lot of it.
Randy Hughes got the hand on it, and it was he who deflected it.
That's Cliff Harris's first interception of the year, too.
That's an amazing statistic. Dorsett and Newhouse then behind Roger Staubach as Drew Pearson started in motion, and Newhouse takes the handoff. And Robert Newhouse struggles down to about the 20 before Gary Jeter stops him.
Ernie Stautner talking to the defense.
One single back, or Brian for me, or Brian for me. Wrong side, put back in place. Get after it. That's the guy, right?
See that the questions are asked by Dennis Thurman, answered by Stautner. We don't want to eavesdrop, but that's interesting.
Yeah. It'll be 2nd and 3. Newhouse got 7. And now Laidlaw is the fullback. Dorsett is the ball carrier. Dorsett down inside the 15. Brad Van Pelt on the tackle, but Dorsett got a Dallas first down.
Pittsburgh picking up where they were last week. It's Bradshaw to Johnny Stallworth. An 11-yard TD pass. Now watch Dupre, number 89, go out and take Van Horn on. Dupre is a great blocking tight end. Van Horn makes the tackle,